Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to yet another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility on this Wednesday. We got so much new music to talk to you about. Spoiler alert, potential Album of the Year candidate right here, folks. This is the brand new release on Metal Blade Records for this band from Edinburgh over in Scotland in the UK. It's their third studio album. The band is called, I'm assuming, Dune, Dvne Voidkind is the album. Metal Blade Records. Hot off the presses. I want to thank Jamie Laszlo for recommending this one to me. I was not aware of these guys. This is a 5-piece band. Boy, God, how do you describe these guys? Progressive metal for sure. Post-metal. Sludge. You know, sludge is kind of like this doomy, hardcore blend type of thing. Little bits of death metal. Prog rock. It's all here, folks. Here you got the lyrics. Not much else. Guys in the band. Victor Vicart on guitars, keyboards, and lead and backing vocals. Alan Patterson, guitars and bass. Dudley Tate on drums. Daniel Barter on vocals. I think live he also plays guitars. And Maxime Keller on keyboards and vocals. And yeah, this is seriously great stuff here, folks. So how do you describe the music of Dune? It's dark, it's heavy, it's atmospheric, it's highly complex, it's extreme. Think early Mastodon, like Leviathan, right? Maybe the first 2 or 3 Mastodon albums. Certainly Leviathan, big, epic, humongous guitar riffs, very angular and complicated. Think Tool, throw Tool in there as well, the herky-jerky arrangements and things. Certainly Opeth, the back and forth between the soaring, clean melodic vocals and the more harsh growling vocals or guttural screams or whatever, however you want to call them here. It's a little bit different here. These are not really death metal growls. They're more like kind of sludge vocals, which again is kind of like this collision of like hardcore and doom. Early Baroness. Some of the guitar arrangements remind a little bit of that. Certainly the more groove-laden aspects of this band, Gojira. And maybe also the way they incorporate synthesizers and atmosphere, the ocean. So if you like any of those bands I mentioned, I think you're going to like what you're going to hear on this album. I have not heard their first 2 records. I heard they're both fantastic as well. A lot of people saying this might be their best, or it's great, but it's not quite that. So that's intriguing to me because I want to go back and listen to their other 2 albums. I'm gonna have to go get those because I am in love with this. And you know, it's funny because I've listened to this a couple times here in the office in the studio, but it wasn't until, and I like what I heard, but it wasn't until I listened to it a little while ago at the gym, all the way through, that I was like, holy cow, this is immense. And then I was playing it in the car driving back. And terrific stuff. So it starts off with, we got 10 tracks on here. It's about an hour's worth of music, I believe. Summa Blasphemia is the first track. Heavy hitting. You know, right off the bat, they give you the extreme nature of their music. Big, just cavernous riffs. The more harsh vocal styles on here as well. You start to get a little bit of the clean vocals, but they do a great job between the harsh and the clean vocals. They're really blended well throughout this album. Eleonora is terrific, almost 9 minutes long. Great track. A lot of textures on this album. Reaching for Telos is just absolutely terrific. Here you get the clean vocals in all their glory. Great melodic chorus and just the atmospheric passages, the keyboards blended in great with the juggernaut guitars. Really good. Reliquary is also great. Again, love the textures, love the atmosphere. It's really heavy, but you get this kind of like bleakness, right? That's where this whole post-metal thing comes in. They do a great job between the more fast-paced, complex passages and these kind of like, you know, again, bleak, atmospheric, just this, but it's haunting and it pulls you right in. So good. Then you get one of 2 kind of quick little pieces in here, which are kind of like throwaway. You get Path of Dust, It's like a minute and change, and that goes into Sarmate, I believe it's called. That's a pretty cool track, kind of short too. And then Path of Either, which is also like a minute and a half long. Those three right there are kind of like where kind of, I guess, break the first half and the back half of this album, because it's front loaded and back loaded, and you got this little middle piece in this section in the middle. But that's really what, like, 6-7 minutes worth right there. But then Abode of the Perfect Soul, 7:28 in length. What a killer riff in this song. Holy cow, and I love the production of this album. It's like I listened to Abode of the Perfect Soul, and I'm thinking, you remember the first time we all heard Gojira's second album, and we were just like, what in the world is this? That's kind of like what the feeling I get from listening to this song. Absolutely crushing, but it's still progressive and complex. But man, the riff is just momentous. The grooves are just undeniable. Killer song. Pleroma comes up next. Also a great song. Really, really good metal track. And then last but not least, highly progressive, technical, but creepy, spacey keyboards and just a weird, cool vibe. Cobalt Sun Necropolis, just under 10 minutes long. Oh, so good. For me, the two best tracks are near the end. Abode of the Perfect Soul and Cobalt Sun Necropolis. Both amazing. The opener's great. I mean, there's so much greatness on this album. I really like this a lot. And again, for those of you who are not into more of the harsh style vocals, I would urge you to listen to this album, because there's so much good stuff going on. And like I said, if you can take the harsher vocal styles of like a Gojira, right, or maybe you've warmed up to like Opeth's earlier stuff, where they have the majestic melodic vocals and the death metal growls, right, and you don't mind that kind of back and forth type thing, I think you'll really like this. But musically, man, you get like early Mastodon here, Tool, Gojira, Baroness, The Ocean, just atmosphere and crushing guitars and great spacey synths and the great vocals. Yeah, this is immense. I'm going to go out and say that I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 star. And I may give it a 4.5 only because the couple little short tracks in the middle kind of give it a little bit of a lull. But otherwise, man, you can't go wrong with this. Whether it's a 4.5 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, it's great. That's kind of what I'm trying to get through to you all here. So go check it out. It's available on Metal Blade Records. I'm going to put the Bandcamp link down below so you can go give it a listen and consider a purchase. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Pete Pardo here on this Wednesday. We'll see you next week for more reviews. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.